My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Blueprints. Immediately, off the top of the bat, the very first thing that I gotta do, I gotta go outside. I'm spawning the antechamber in the outside here. Specifically, this is related to Lady Clara Epson's diary. Her sleep diary has on the final page a map of this area specifically, and then a room in the outer room that looks suspiciously like the antechamber. I wonder. Okay. So close, yet so far away, it says. So it does have new text. Good. So now my goal is to go and open antechamber doors and come back there and see what happens. I also, very quickly, oh no, I'm not, no, I can, because I can look down the hallway and then I will be able to see whether or not all of the doors that I opened on previous days outside here still are open. I believe they will be. However, I could easily imagine the game being like, no, you have to get all of those items in a single run. Nope, that's all the way through to the bricked up wall. So I just need to get a power hammer today. That is a heavy, heavy priority for us. As soon as I get it, I'm coming back outside because I need to know what the next thing I need is. Oh, wait. I'll take a hallway closet adjacent to that as well, happily. Definitely Dan. Drawing room, and now I'm going to head to drawing room first. Because I can re-roll these now. I'm not going to re-roll observatory, it's too powerful. Certainly not going to re-roll passageway. Observatory will now immediately give us Florialis, Clavis, the Farmer's Apple, Diamondus Minor, and the Twins? I don't have a sledgehammer already, do I? No, I've just got Blackbeard. Okay. So I don't even have a moon pendant from the last run, unfortunately. Starting this run very, very item poor. Well, I mean, yeah, because as soon as I have this, money is no longer ever a problem for me. I mean, granted, it still is in one very specific condition, which is, actually, let's see if I can find other things before I try and draft out to the north there. It'd be very specific to look only for a north space from that. Another observatory. Hallway closet wouldn't have been attached to the right thing, unfortunately, but another observatory is Farmer Apple again, Southern Cross, Clavis the Key, pair of chests, and Diamondus Major, giving us 5 more gems. Just gonna help us continue drafting. Dining room. I'm not wasting the closed exhibit like that. Closed exhibit's way too powerful to turn down the possibility of utilizing it, you know, for an advantage later. Same reason behind why I'll take the Nook now. I can and will use the weight room here. Yeah, that's the only entrance for the outside antechamber that it doesn't actually need open. It's the one I opened first. I forgot about that. That's okay. Great Hall. Opens in good directions, and that will have one of the antechamber opens that I care about. I think I'm gonna need throne room this run. Oh, closed exhibit, yes, please. Oh no. I do have a decent amount of keys, but I'm just going to have to guess which of these is the right path for us. Of course, wrong. It's got to be Rotunda because I need it to be able to rotata in the right direction. Oh, man. I think it's possible that I still, with the Rotunda, can't get the crown. Gymnasium and vestibule? I mean, vestibule's good again, but like, I'm giving up all of my gems and all of my keys very quickly. Give me the chapel. It points in all of the right directions, and I don't even need to pay. I mean, kitchen, armory, spare bedroom, pretty much all of these. Give me armory? Yeah. And I'm also going to enter. Gaining my Morning Star, so now I have a sledgehammer. I can't use that as my power hammer later, but I can pop open the 4 chests in the entry hall, which is going to be useful. And I can also block the archives. Also, archives is open in the correct direction. We're going to be able to get the closed exhibit done. I was worried about having to navigate the Great Hall and whether or not that would take me too much time to be able to actually get the crown. I got my paper crown and the lockpick kit. Commissary leading downwards. I don't have the ability to reverse my redraw, so I will just take this, especially because there's my sledgehammer. Oh, not only the sledgehammer, but also it's just full of items, which is ideal for us, because it means that the other things that would spawn items now are more likely to have to spawn specific items. I'll take funeral parlor. I got a lot of red rooms already spawned. The gems are in a box with a false statement. The blue box is false. The white box is false. Okay. Let's start with assuming that. So assume this is true. The white box is false. So the white box is false, and it says the blue box is false, so the blue box is true, and the blue box says the gems are in a box with a false statement. So this is true. This is true. There's only one false statement. And it's in the white. If this ends my run, I'm gonna feel so embarrassed. I was so certain of that I was willing to possibly brick my run because I was just so certain. Heading out the north of the treasure trove would be nice right now. Oh, I have the magnifying. Sorry, not just the magnifying. I have the lockpick kit as well. Ooh, lockpicking skill. Coming in handy here. Kitchen, freezer, and study. So kitchen would solve all of our food problem immediately. Study gives me a lot of control over what I spawn and where I spawn it. I think I need it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Yep. This is specifically important because it takes us past here. The entrance hall to open 2 ivory die, 4 coins, a set of car keys, a single gem. Also, oh my god, a navigational compass leading north more frequently, a treasure map, as well as another gem and a silver key. My gosh. The twins are so powerful. Spare bedroom. It leads upwards. The only thing that I require of this path right now is that it will continue to lead upwards. Foyer. Hell yes. All of my hallway doors are always unlocked. Okay. So, now I think we have enough support for the run to really kind of just continue living. Garage. 100%. And now I just need items. And so, being able to open this and getting key card. Look, I was going to need the key card sooner or later, and 3 additional keys is certainly not a bad thing for us. The fact that I don't have either a broken lever or the battery pack yet is making me nervous. I'm gonna open this trunk before we leave. Handwritten green memos are always false, but would be true if you changed one color in the text. Interesting. How many handwritten green memos have I seen? There's one that says red memos in blue boxes are always true. Yeah, I don't think I've seen many more handwritten green ones. Alright, let's go. Small break for a moment. Where was I? Right, of course. I was drafting out the north of the the archives and the chapel. And in both cases, I am hoping for more items, just more density of items, basically. I've got my outside room already. I could go check. Yeah, I got the running shoes, sure. So I know, my suspicion is that the right wall of the antechamber here being open does not matter at all. Yeah. The north one, though, I think will. Oh, I can open that right now, can't I? But I need more footsteps first. Yeah, I can literally go downstairs right now and open it. I'd be outside the building a lot. Can I? Can I afford those footsteps? I think I can? Because we're outside. No, we're not outside right now. Damn it. I can do this. Okay, yeah, it counts here as outside again. Good. It's pretty essential for me, actually. And this is outside. Okay, so it's going to take me 4 steps to get the north side of the antechamber open so I can check what it does there. I wonder if I might need all sides of the antechamber open down there as well, perhaps. Oh my god, I forgot about my coffee. How the hell did I forget about my coffee? I'm physiologically addicted to caffeine, and I can't remember to drink it. And we are set. One more footstep will be lost. On my way out of here. I'll go check the outer room first. It had a new message, right? That is key, right? It had a different message when I spawned that room outside. Yep, it looks like it continues through to a room. Oh, to the shrine. Hello, shrine. Steady is the scepter, deadly is the stone, heavy is the crown, and ready is the throne. I have literally no way to understand any part of this yet. Steady is the scepter, deadly is the stone, heavy is the crown, and ready is the throne. Steady is the scepter, deadly is the stone, heavy is the crown, and ready is the throne. And under that that's the lockbox that had the cursed ancient artifact from pre-Arindia in it, in the Curse of Blackbridge story. And it is also the cursed coffer that exists in the shrine room at the moment, having bought it out recently. Maybe I should open that in the shrine room at some point soon. So close, yet so far away. Also, I need to get more food into me right now. Let me eat. I'm hungry. I actually still also... My good gosh. What? Yeah, I need food. Just first and foremost. let me chomp. Give me a silver key. I would like my second great hall now, please. Vestibule, and it's all unlocked? Security, though. Yeah. I mean, first off, I do have a key card, so I can up the rarity in here easily. And then I can also finally set up a very, very late, unfortunately, swan song. Come on, give me an experiment for letters in the mailroom. Anytime you draft an upgraded floor plan, each time you view your map, lose 10 steps and then, or each time you eat an apple. I think each time you draft a floor plan, permanently increase your lockpicking skills is a great idea here. It's an upgraded floor plan specifically will cause that, but I will be doing that. Yeah. For instance, here's a courtyard, which I will draft. Courtyards also often have items in them, which is handy. Yep, there is our metal detector, as well as 2 gems. Oh, I still don't have Diggy. Kitchen, drafting studio, and library. Kitchen solves all of our problems right now. I can't be stubborn enough to turn that down. Tomato soup, I know how many red rooms I have in this house. Absolutely worth my while. Banana, 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 banana. And we're done. A vestibule open in all directions seems totally appropriate right now. I still really, 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 really need items. Game. I'm taking the workshop while it's being offered to me, even though Cloister of Joya was in a much better position right there. I'm taking the workshop because, there we go. Broken handle. We now literally only need the battery. As soon as we have the battery, we have solved it. Cloister of Joya now, please? Damn. Oh, absolutely not. I'm not taking those terminating places here. I'm going to redraw first with the crown, and there we get the Cloister of Joya. Hell yeah. My lockpicking skill is permanently better now. I'll grab a couple more of those, and then special key, don't want to use that. I will try and lockpick, fail despite my better lockpicking. Throne room. I already went downstairs is the thing, so like I could, but I don't need to, and it doesn't give me an item. Boiler room does open in a useful direction for us. Not especially likely to have an item in. I haven't seen it ever spawn an item, in fact. Storeroom, eh. These ones are a little bit worse, actually. I will re-roll now. I will just take a hallway closet, spawning 2 items. Unfortunately, silver key and gem are our 2 items here. I need something with many exits here. Ooh, chamber of... no, I can't access it from multiple sides. Ooh, conference room. Opens in the right directions, and things will be placed in that room. I do like having that. Quite a lot, in fact. Walk-in closet. How dare you. No battery in here. I've already spawned treasure trove, but I've got lucky rabbit's foot and... No, I don't have the purse. Oh, okay. I don't even have the ability to make that. How do I get the game to give me a battery when it doesn't want to give me a battery? Well, I think attic is like the real. Let's re-roll. Laboratory. I'll take West Wing Hall because it opens in multiple directions here, which is essential. Attic. Come on. Come on. Give me the... No! You are actually kidding me. Coupon booklet. Gem. Secret garden key. Coin purse. So money is back online if I really wanted it. Smash that open. Ugh. 2 keys in here. Yep. And another gem. Alright. I feel like I'm doing all of the things that I can do in order to make this occur. Veranda. More items in green rooms. Great. That's a shovel. Dinner is served earlier as well. Another silver key. Dig up an ordinary key. I can dig up a number of things here. I'm not going to dig up the battery pack. I don't think that's a thing. Vault. Never seen Vault have that in it. Music room. I'm going to reroll using my die here. Freezer. Freezer does have items in it. Do I have self-igniting torch? I do. Oh, but I don't have the ability to unfreeze myself. Laboratory seldom spawns items as well. Trophy room takes a bunch of our gems and it gives us more. Solarium, bunk room, and classroom. Bunk room occasionally has items in. Boudoir for more rerolls. I'm being very stringent here, and maybe I should stop. Conservatory, at least, more likely to have an item in it now that I've increased the luck. Oh. Key, apple, some rerolls, some money. All's good. Study, commonplace. Sorry, no, commonplace. Great. Yep, need those keys. Study, you become commonplace. You are the most control that I ever have over rerolling things. Mechanarium, I'm done with you, buddy. Get out of here. I got all your items. Mail room. I'm gonna take my free redraw. Corridor and library. I guess I'll take showroom, hoping to get master key opens all normal doors, chronograph, the ability to reverse. I'll take moon pendant and chronograph. I suppose there's no reason not for me to take the ornate compass at the same time. Oh, turnip, thank you. Very useful steps to have. Also, now I can dig out this central area as well. just going to use a normal lock. Full hole, and I can rotate it. I'm going to redraw. Dovecoat, and I can rotate that. It's most likely to keep me drafting things. I didn't expect there would be an item in here, unfortunately. Locksmith, freezer, and gymnasium. Take a gymnasium. Casino mailroom. No, I'll be rotating. Redrawing here, rather. Pool. Pool open in all the directions I could care about right now. Come on. I got 3 more rooms I can spawn. Let me get a power hammer. I think I should take the mailed room while it's being offered here for the no contact delivery tomorrow. It's also an upgraded room. Single coin hiding in that corner there. Oh, is there something else? Oh, it's this coin here. Sauna would be useful, surely. Just to have a benefit set up for tomorrow. I think I have to take pantry because it heads in the right direction. I strongly do not suspect I am going to get, in this final space, exactly the thing that I need. Sure. Unfortunately. Yep. Well, it's not going to do it for us, unfortunately. Well. What do I do about a problem like this? Broken lever sledgehammer. Can't get the last piece. Can't do anything about it this run, I don't believe. No ability to generate new additional items or anything of the such. We got antechamber open in a number of different places. That was pretty useful. And it doesn't matter where I call it a day anymore. Maybe I should call it a day in the spare bedroom, because I've never slept there, and it's a bedroom, and Lady Araja suggests that bedrooms themselves have unique properties, sometimes, not always, that are triggered by sleeping there. My whole kingdom for a single battery. These dig ups can't even help us. They're giving us coins that we can't take. Thankfully, we do get to take a single gem and 55 coins to tomorrow, which, like, no, it's not a turn your nose up at. I see you there, turning your nose up at it. Stop that right now. Disrespectful. We're still sub 40. Look, I'm not gonna start the spiel. I can't do that. I can't do that to either of us in this situation. We know what I have to do next. It's now just about doing it. Of course, I've set myself up additionally for this run. We've got, oh, an amateur lockpicking kit here immediately, as well as 2 gems and 2 keys. I'm probably going to look to spawn a shrine out there. Yeah, having a shrine today would be good. Get another blessing of the monk up. Ooh. Oh, I kept my Morningstar lockpick and... Oh, sorry, Morningstar and Ornate Compass. Ornate Compass giving us the ability to re-roll the first set of blueprints that we get each time. Study is very common now, though, so I don't need to immediately draft it when I see it. Observatory, however, the earlier I can draft both of my observatories, actually, the far better off I am. Hallway closet. Entrance hall does not count as a hallway, had they... But you know what? Gimme. Ivory dye and a sleep mask. Florealis and the sail. I'm not going to look at Traxxas. Dining room, and can I rotate it appropriately? Yeah. Perfect dining room here. Oh, commissary, and it leads back down into the corner. Exactly what we're looking for. Oh, not what we're looking for is just the shovel and a magnifying glass here. Take the set of gems and the rest of the gems with me as well, so that I don't have to worry about that. Study. Yep. Pretty much full control over spawning whatever I want, wherever I want, as long as I get enough gems. Which would also mean now I want to get the coat room, so that I don't have to spend my gems on drafting anything. 08, 12. It's like here, right? Missed it. I'm certainly looking for something with more spaces and it goes back towards the wall, ideally here. I could take kitchen for that. Just get additional footsteps early, but I feel like I don't want that because I feel like I should use kitchen as my rebound after I get the weight room, usually. I'm gonna use my die. I mean, Archives has all the right directions, I just won't be able to see the floor plans anymore. Right. Fine, give me library. I'm not happy about it, but it's got a gem in there. Good, that's enough for me. Attic. Sure, it terminates my path here, but you know how many items are in that attic? I can also rotate the observatory, but the attic is rare, whereas the observatory is not, so. Broken. Oh my god. Okay, yes. Sledgehammer and broken handle. Broken lever, rather. Literally, I'm just the battery pack behind. And a lot of the time, when you have the lever and then you spawn workshop, it specifically then generates a battery pack. I've seen that happen a lot of times. Also got a secret garden key here. Secret garden is also pretty good for generating items, so sometimes it even generates the broken lever or the key. Okay. Oh, we have so much control this run. This is great. This is perfect. I just need to make sure that this left hand can extend back to exploring the rest. Laboratory. Wait, I don't have a keycard, do I? No, no keycard. Set up the experiment first. For every room you draft in the next 40 seconds, for each room with a fireplace, or for every bedroom you draft after your second. I've drafted a couple of the rooms with fireplaces, unfortunately. For every bedroom you draft after your second, I'll lean towards drafting bedrooms in this run, honestly, so that I can get more mail to my mailroom, please. I'm also not going to log into the network to use the security room just yet there. We immediately get given security, which I will be taking, which makes a fair case for the thing I just did. I guess I can use the office to spread money around the house if I desperately need that. Keycard system, we'll twiddle a little while we're here. North of the hallway, same as this. Drawing room, closed exhibit. Ooh, I can get to the back side of the closed exhibit there. Drawing room, obviously, I'd be able to draw a new side of, but I can get to the back side of the closed exhibit. That gives me a little bit more control of my rerolls here. Like a free reroll? Please. Also, this room. Oh, I came into it for free? No, this room often has an item in it. It did not this time, unfortunately. Courtyard. It points in the right direction, specifically with respect to getting behind the other room. Also, Florialis means these have so many gems. Oh, silver key. I'm going to try and hold on to that because it's a unique item. You can't have two silver keys at the same time. So if I have a silver key and it tries to gild me a silver key, maybe it'll have to give me another item, and maybe I can keep doing that until it has to specifically give me the one item I wanted the whole time. Start getting really sad about it. Sad about it? Loud about it is what I intended to say there. Please allow me to retrieve the emerald bracelets. So now all of my gems exclusively go towards drafting. Specifically go towards studying rerolls. Okay, we got half of these open. Not bad. Not half bad at all. I want bedrooms. And I'm not drafting them. I need to do something about that. Again, I really do care about gems in this run because they give me full reign over rerolling everything forever. This one's 1504. Closure of Joy up. I mean, I could reroll here, but why would I? Let's go. Wait, oh no. Okay, it is actually the furthest it could possibly be, unfortunately. Like, it's like I have to go a little extra distance. Can I get there still in time? Yeah. Woo! Just got it in time as well. Okay, so now we have our paper crown rerolls available to us also. helping to bring down the cost of our exploration. Do I have a shovel? I do indeed. I go pretty wild for a turnip right about now. Few old coins. Alas. Kitchen. And heck, I can even rotate it in the right direction as well. +5 permanently. Room with a lot of doors would be great here, though. Alright, Silver Garden. Silver Key, do it, rather. Rotunda, vestibule. I don't have a foyer yet. I think Rotunda is easy enough. And I'll also just toddle onwards. Observatory, pointing in a pretty good direction for us. Chapel also pointing in some pretty good directions for us. Sail, half apples. Clavis Diamondus Major, and the Slice. So many resources! I have so much control over my rerolls, and I never use it at all, ever. Throne Room. Claim the crown. I don't need to do that, but the Electric Eel Aquarium right there points in some good directions for us. Oh, actually, if I could have gotten this to point north, it would have even been better. But also, this is a bedroom, which is really important because I want to draft more bedrooms now, please. Pool. Points in the correct directions. I'm going to redraw. Throne Room points in the correct directions as well. More likely to have an item in as well. Doesn't, though. Damn. I can get back into room 46, just in case that matters. I could probably try and force the game to give me Her Ladyship's chamber in this corner as well. Bedroom, funeral parlor, and indoor nursery. I think I am going to try and get it to do that. Foyer, good. Armory, good too. Greenhouse gives us even more green rooms. Secret garden. I might even be able to turn around and spawn the secret garden behind me. Treasure trove. We've already been to so many times. Dormitory is a bedroom. I only have 2 more rerolls available. I'm going to take walk-in closet for... Oh, veranda is also really good. I'm going to take walk-in closet literally just to spawn the items. And, yep, I'm going to absolutely get rumbled. Those are not the items I wanted. Oops. Okay, I'll take veranda, though. More likely to have items in green rooms, and then if I can spawn a secret garden, that'll be great. Oh, so many more gems, my gosh. So hopefully this is locked up here. Damn. Gymnasium, mailroom, and patio. Mailroom, obviously nice to have, but I'd really like our path not to terminate here. Gymnasium, completely fine. Shaped correctly. I will reroll though, because maybe I get something that's like that, but not red. All right, I did it a couple times, and I've decided to relent. Meal is served. You know what, bedroom? Yeah. Watch up. There's a battery pack. We got it. Yep. This is the only thing I focus on now. Sledgehammer, broken lever, battery pack, power hammer. I'm gonna guess I might even need to be able to ignite something on the other side. Do I have the ability to make the ignition? I do not know. Maybe I should get an art. No, I should go out and see what it wants first before I'm like, it specifically will want fire. Let me immediately bend my entire run towards generating fire. Spare bedroom. A letter has been delivered to the mailroom. So now the rest of my run is definitely primarily focused on the generation of bedrooms. 7 quarters and bunk room. 7 quarters is 4 keys. Not bad. Rotunda opens in so many directions. Yeah, I'll take 7 quarters. I want the mail room before I leave. What if it has something useful to say? I know that hasn't necessarily been its vibe of late, but what if it was? Pantry trophy classroom. I'll take the trophy room. Sure. Eight delectable trophies just for me. Vault Den Boudoir. Boudoir, if I rotate it. Yeah, there we go. I'll take Boudoir now. 2 additional rerolls. Not that I really need additional rerolls, but the letter has been delivered to the mailroom. Also, a mailroom literally just spawning after this would be incredible for us. Come on, and mailroom. Kind of close. Casino, clock tower, and pantry. Take my free reroll. Treasure trove, foyer, and chapel. Spend a gem. Vestibule, nook, and boiler room. Another gem. Showroom. Mailroom. Two keys immediately, and then these letters. That's Kirk Darren's last. Yes. So, wait, hang on. If you do end up yeah, okay, I had that one. Wait, are there new letters anywhere else? No. Okay. Oh, I think this might be the final one.
Simon, I'm honestly very impressed with the number of experiments you've been successful in executing. I can certainly say I wasn't expecting to write this many letters when I started our correspondence. Frankly, I'm not quite sure what other advice I can offer in the blind without knowing directly what challenges you currently face on the estate. For all I know, you've long since reached room 46 and are just continuing your unaccompanied exploration, stag happy and free of the maids and staff crowding your halls and getting in your way. I can't say I blame you, and I'm sure the other members of the household are quite enjoying the extended vacation. Speaking strictly for myself, however, I can't wait to get back and begin working with you directly. Helping you through these letters has only whetted my imagination, and to be candid, our collaboration in this correspondence has reminded me so much of working with Mary. I know she's proud of you. Until the day I return, Randolph.
Are any of these a new stamp that I have not since zoomed in on? Nuance. No, we've got that one. This one as well. Raja Ares, we've seen before as well. Seen Vera. Okay, cool. Great. So that is all of the letters delivered. I can trigger this more times, but we now have all of the letters delivered. I don't know if it'll deliver, like, anything else to this room now. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it delivered just a resource now every single time, but it also doesn't appear to be doing that, so... I think it's time to head out of here. And I told a booty tattoo. Yeah. So, with the mailroom having now been spawned, what is my next priority? Using the final... Oh, hang on, I don't have a security card. That's why I didn't use that. Let's go outside. I've been holding off. I don't need to be holding off. Why am I doing that? Let's leave. It is absolutely time for us to bust that wall down and see what's on the other side. I believe I'm going to be using my powers to generate a shrine again outside today. I'm also probably going to be generating Blessing of the Monk, because we've seen that that has unique results. I still haven't gotten room 46 to spawn outside, which is definitely my next goal. I'm certain there's just going to be ice on the other side of this, and I'm immediately going to be like, oh, I knew it! Oh! Do I have boiler room? I do not have boiler room. Electric eel, aquarium, can't use that. No, I need to spawn the boiler room. Boiler room, and it needs to get the red power to open the red door. While I'm looking for the boiler room, I will take the armory if it turns up so that I have the ability to candle. Just seems useful. Is there anything else I desperately needed the power hammer for? I feel like I was complete with the power hammer. There's a couple things I wanted to test with the power hammer still. But nothing that I was certain I could use the power hammer on. Gotta remember that I got a coat check at the end of the game as well. Treasure trove. Pointing in the wrong direction. Dormitory. End my run right now. Literally, we need the maximum amount of rooms coming out of here, so I'm going to redraw again. Foyer, office, redraw. Chapel. I can't rotate that enough to be able to open a new space, so I'm going to redraw again. The pool. Pool does open in at least one new space, but again, I got a couple more. There's a boiler room. Got it. All right, I guess I'm going downstairs. Before I leave here, though, armory. Yeah, it's going to block off a space for us, but literally, it's exactly what I was looking for. Light shields and a torch. Just watch. Just watch it be relevant. It's going to be the next one as well. Just watch. There we go. No, absolutely. Back out of the building. However, if there is any food to buy on the way, I will just buy it. I'd hate to accidentally not be able to complete this. I want to intentionally not be able to complete it. Spawning a freezer at the end of this run is going to be great for us. I can see myself holding on to pretty much all of these resources. Maybe I should have bought all the bananas as well. We'll see. Yep, gotcha. You scumbag, you. What the? Self-igniting torch. Oh, yeah, I just didn't aim high enough. Knew it. Can't get me. Gingerbread man. Sure. No problem. I know exactly where those bad boys are at the moment. Cost me a couple steps to get them for you, but I'll go get those microchips and bring them back here, buddy. I'm just quietly so satisfied with this. I feel like I know the puzzle language of the game in such a way that it's really, really, really rewarding to predict it and then it do that. Also, you know, as I was going through Randolph's letters, and also just some of the additional rooms that I've spawned at this point and things like that, like it's really cool to see how many different ways this game tries to give you similar information. It'll give you like a small hint in a direction. It'll give you another small hint, another small hint. You could tie those small hints together and you could get the conclusion. Or it gives you a big hint later, and then a different big hint, and then at some point, eventually, much later, it just has straight up confirmations of things. And so, like, it really, like, pulls you along that dopamine trail as you're like, ooh, could it be this? Could it be this? Could it be this? Oh, maybe it's this. Oh, it is this. Oh, that kind of thing. But also, in doing so, it makes sure that no one gets too far behind. Because if you just continue grinding, eventually you'll get a giant hint. Or straight up confirmation of something. Blue. I think I have to wear the blue crown from Marinda Rise there. The blue crown is gotten in the antechamber. That's my only guess. I can't think of a single second outcome. It's access antechamber. Now, I have one of your sides open from the Great Hall already, and the throne room's already open your north as well, so literally I just have to access that side of you. Dining room already has dinner served, so... Oh, and... It's salmon. I have an aquarium, so this is 65 steps. Good lord, my sanctum. Sorry, my sanctum. My Joya. My, cloister, rather, of Joya. So powerful. So ridiculously unparalleled in power. I thought I was going to be happy, like, you know, triggering it maybe 3 times. And then I was just going to be like, look, it used to be 20, now it's 35. Haha, see how good it is? Yeah, this is way wilder. Why would I ever be scared of drafting the weight room? I can't imagine a reason. I could get stopped by security doors. That could be a problem. So I need to have more open doors available at any one time. Secret garden. Because we're on the perimeter, and it's a great way to get additional items. Actually, also, I could use this to open workshop entrance to the antechamber, which, actually, that's also the one that's up right now. So literally, I now can enter the antechamber right now. So before I draft any additional rooms, I'm going to go do that. It's very, very step heavy for me to go back this way. However, if I get there, I get the crown, I take it downstairs, and then that is what it wanted, and there's another lock after it. Well, I'd really like to have the ability to... Oh. Oh, no, I can't. I can't close the power to it. It's fine. But yeah, I'll want to have all of these... It's through the rotunda, my bad. I will want to have all of these open spaces available this run still. So that I might be able to force the generation of something that is relevant to the next lock afterwards. If indeed there is one. Former Ruby Crown of Arindia Ares. I mean, I'll just draft this while I'm here. Ooh. Remove the gymnasium from today's ball? Sure. Ooh, and then conference room. It's got open doors. That one seems like it's locked, though. That's good. All right. Time to head out of this building. All the way down until the eels. I regretted not purchasing. Oh, I didn't even get the club sandwich last time. I thought I had. Okay. Well, never mind. We're much better off now. What else could it be if it's not the Blue Crown? I think that's a worthy question to ask. If it's not the Blue Crown, then it's something I still haven't seen. I have a deep suspicion that it might be the thing that is revealed by completing the Herbert's travel itinerary. That said, I don't think I can complete Herbert's travel itinerary just yet. I think I need more information. Oh, no, wait, it's not showing that open. Yet. Yet? Damn it. What? It hasn't got a keyhole. It can't be interacted with in any direct way. What do you want from me? The crown of the blueprints, the former ruby crown of Arinda R, is recently set with freshly cut sapphires. The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain 1 gem and redraw floor plans. So this is the sigil both for Mount Holly outside and also for it's not the coat of arms for the Sinclair estate, but it's used consistently for the Sinclair estate. There's no noticeable light source above it, but it is getting light. I presume that's literally just so that the object is lit rather than intending to suggest that there is a light source somewhere. What could it possibly want? Okay, I got one theory. Emerald bracelet and... Oh god, this is such a long shot. Emerald bracelet and moon pendant? Maybe it wants me to have both of them. Wait. I need to know, by the way, if this will close if I turn the power differently, because I can't just leave the boiler room without function. This is also leading under there. It's kind of under the Blackbridge Grotto. What does it want? So the theory for the moon pendant is that in the portrait of Baroness Orave that we see in the attic, we see that she is wearing both the emerald bracelet and the moon pendant, the rogue moon pendant, both at the same time. Now, that being related to that door down there? I'm not certain about that. I don't think so. Maybe. But maybe. I even have the paper crown. No, I think I... All right, my next guess is it is the thing in room 46. And it is through that puzzle that we previously identified. As in the... Which order did Herbert Sinclair visit each thing? And at the very end of that, it gives me... Maybe at the very end of that, it gives me the statuette for that room. No, that's too close. It won't be there. Dormitory, that's another letter, but I don't need more letters. I don't have the time rewind, though, so... I suppose I will just take Vault. Again, for the rest of the run, I will largely just look towards spawning as many items as possible to see if I can possibly get a key. But I won't be surprised if that doesn't help. It's not going to have something to do with Sacred Circle, right? Funeral Parlor, I could remove that from today's pool, but... I think I should. I think anytime I don't have something I desperately want, move on. Show room. Moon Pendant? Moon Pendant. I'm gonna take the Master Key as well. And the Chronograph. Planetarium, pool hall, and office. Office I could use to spend a bunch of money. The conference room would then take all of that money. I can also redraw and then unredraw if I want to. Remove the chapel. Master bedroom, treasure trove. I do like treasure trove consistently. I could end my day in master bedroom though. I could also end my day in any of the other rooms, maybe even the boudoir. Spawning more treasure trove clues is also pretty important to me. Also, it is a permanent +5 coins every time I draft this room in the future. So, you know, it's got a lot of value actually. The next 3 green memos you find in this room will all be true. And this was... Handwritten green memos are always false, but would be true if you changed one color in the text. So this says, the next 3 green memos you find in this room will all be true. So it's false, but And we already knew that this green memo is false as well because of a previous thing that said your next 4 green memos in this room will all be false. Memos in pink boxes are always false. Fenares, borders, a poetic realm. Green memos in blue boxes are sometimes false. Blue boxes marked by that contain false statements. There's a black box with a star on top that says, on a green, you will need a key to obtain the true treasure of the trove. I want to know if that's true or not. There's a handwritten green memo here that says, there is no realm that flies the white flag, which is false, but it would be true if I changed that. So white is one of the colors that someone uses, but there is a color that no one uses, apparently. All boxes marked by stars contain memos that are true. And that is a box with a star, a black box with a star in particular. Okay, that's actually really important, because that means that we can rely on, you will need a key to obtain the true treasure of the cove, which I had surmised, but it's nice to know that I will actually need a specific key that I am looking for. I mean, I could knight myself against the archives. Not a bad thing to do, but also I don't have to. I'm gonna take the bull for being connected in the right positions. Out of pure laziness, I don't have to walk all the way around to this conference room from the other side. Oh, of course. Keycard. Oh, and that one's locked by a keycard as well. Okay, well, I've got one exit out of the secret garden to see if I can avoid having to use keycards. Suppose I will just buy the silver spoon now that I have enough money. Casino, sauna, and pool hall. Remove weight room. Sure. Classroom, nook and no. Reroll. Locker, den, planetarium. Reroll again. Dovecote. Pointing in the right direction even. Clock tower. I don't know what I could pop. Oh, it's freezer. It's obviously freezer. What am I doing? Yeah, I keep redrawing until I either find freezer or I get close to being out of ability to look to freezer. Yep. I'm going to go into this classroom because I was almost out of rerolls. I only had 4 left. And now this classroom will give me another... a lot of rerolls. Another a lot of rerolls. Pump room, clock tower, and nook. Ten locker storeroom. Tower corridor and bunk room. Pool hall fire and ballroom. Remove lavatory. Reroll again. Casino, dormitory, and laundry room. Now I get my 8 rerolls from the study. I don't think I need to rumpus. Foundation. Is that like a great position for the Foundation or an awful position for the Foundation? Huh. I can rewind to here if I need to, so I'm just going to keep going. Ballroom, Mechanarium, and Gallery. Office Rumpus and Mountain Holly Gift Shop. Can't afford it there. Cool. Time to rewind all the way back to Foundation, I think. Oh, good. It's down as well. I was worried it wouldn't be. The old coins. Nothing of interest was buried here. I mean, that... Yeah, we're done with this run. Nothing else I can accomplish. Do I have anything to code check? I do. This one's not going to be locked, right? Like, oh, it's a new one. You need the basement key again. I mean, even if it was, we do have the basement key on us, don't we? Don't we? Yeah, we do. I wonder if it's completion of all 8 of the sigils as well, possibly, that I'm being asked for. So we'll head out here, we'll check if, although I do think it's very unlikely that having the moon pendant has done this, or even that having the master key has done anything here. So close, comma, yet so far away. That's what we got for going into the antechamber in the outside. Steady is the scepter. Deadly is the stone. Heavy is the crown. And ready is the throne. Couldn't tell you. Oh, I have a theory. God, I'm gonna hate if this is true. Yeah, the game has not let me turn off all of the gas. Oh, sorry, the game will let me turn off gas, right? However, it has never asked me to. However, actually, let's see if I can even find textual support for this. The Book of Robert Nogula, specifically when talking about the smudge pots, this is the new groundskeeper after Denny Ravane got fired. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the other estate. So, hang on. Okay, yes. A few years ago, the Baron made a long overdue decision of switching from gas power to electrical power. Gas lighting to electrical power, rather. The installation of a new system was a substantial undertaking, and almost every room in the house needed to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. Okay, I can't perfectly support it, but I feel like the gas, like it even says there, the gas was the old system, right? This is clearly old. I wonder if I fully turn off the gas, and this is the annoying thing, because I think it's all of the gas. I don't think it's just one piece of it. I think I'd have to turn off all of the gas to have an impact here. However, I can test some of the gas. I can see if that'll do it. I'm very skeptical of this. But they're still there. Why would they still be there and still capable of being turned off? Unless there was a reason to do it. Well, I've got my outside room to spawn, and I've got, oh, what do I want to check? The Crown of Blueprints? Check a power hammer. I think it is Emerald Bracelet again. I think we're bang on with that one. I think it's just put the Emerald Bracelet there every single day so that I can use my gems to do whatever the hell I want. Avoid gem being a cost that is even associated with the game. I would need Hovel and Shrine. Sorry, I would need Hovel and what's the other one? Classroom to test the turning everything off. But I know I can give. Is it 61? So this is also annoying because this is literally like it's clearly related. I have a bad feeling about this. Are you sure you want to do it? Like it's the same chest from the thing. The thing is, I also know. I'm almost certain, at least, that if I do that, it's going to activate the curse, making everything harder. And then I need to activate the curse is activated for 2 days, and then I would need to, tomorrow, get into the antechamber. And room 46. Reach room 46 in cursed mode. The fact that this is why it's got to be curse mode. No, but I could trigger the curse at any time by doing. I need to know. Can I really do this? I'm not taking that many resources into tomorrow, so it's not like I'm well set up for a curse. But it seems like it could be progress. Screw it. Well, first off, You may have 71. Damn it, it's a different one! You've received Blessing of the Tinkerer. Okay. What I'd assumed is that the duration was related to the 10s, and the yeah, because we have this, yeah. The duration was related to the 10s, and that the choice you got was related to the 1s. So I thought if I did 61, 71, 81, etc., it'd always be the monk. It's not. Almost feeling persists. Better think twice. You foolishly picked up the Cursed Stone Effigy. Curse mode is unlocked. Also, you are cursed. You can now select curse mode when starting a new game file. A new game file. Yes, I've been cursed. Yes, it lasts for 2 days. Yes, I pretty much knew that was going to be the case. I've only got 13 steps left. And the effigy is in my inventory. I don't think this is the key for the treasure trove. I could put it in code check. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think this is the next thing for the blue door down there, but I do think I have to check. Which could mean I don't get to check the code check with my, or put the thing in the code check. I don't have a key card at the moment, yeah. Oh, but the foundation is low. 1, 2, 3, up, 4, 5, 6. I could try and take the cursed effigy into room 46 this run right now. I don't know where it goes, right? So I'm going by, like, I'm just effectively running it up against all of the locks that I have right now, and lock number 1 that most matters to me is this one. All right, we've been roundly rejected. Thankfully, it didn't take us that many steps, though. This cursed effigy absolutely has to go somewhere. We can make ourselves cursed in a different way. This is not just here to cause curse mode available in a new file, because that could have just been done by purchasing the coffer in the first place. It specifically chose to give me an item alongside that. Why? What do you think I can do with this? Curiosity took over and I wanted to come into this room just to see if it responded at all to having the cursed effigy in here. It didn't. I also want to see if I can do anything with it in the workshop, but first, I think that's where a different statue is going to go. What about in the story? Let's take a second to see if the story tells us anything about what one does with this artifact. It reminded him of artifacts of the old world and presumably was crafted in one of the ancient realms. There is no key to that box. Deadly stone. You are cursed, boy, for deadly is the stone. You have opened that which you should never have opened. One pace, 12 more and you will be dead. Yes, that's the 13. He only had a second to flinch before the effigy struck him in the head and put an end to his cryptic ramblings. If there was ever a time the old man had been resistant to brutal force, it wasn't recent. He looked down at the sculpted stone figure, now splattered red. Was it cursed? Was he cursed? He'd heard stories of curses, and he pled for skepticism. If he was cursed, what knowledge would that make? A dozen more paces would not be enough to find another living soul. If he did not move from where he stood, he could maybe live another 3 or 4 days, given the abundance of nearby berries. Two white horses and a carriage of golden trim were beside him, the answer to his immediate prayers. So after a profound breath, he took his second, third, and sure. Seated now behind the horses, he reached for the reins and suddenly realized he was gripping the effigy. If the curse was real, then it would most certainly be better left here. If, on the other hand, the story was fictitious, there might be some appraisal that could be made of the figure. It was, after all, found in a lockbox whose typical function oft secures objects of value. Having witnessed firsthand the horrors of destitution, Jasper found his mind equally reluctant to allow his hand to go. If it is cursed, I die. If not today, then tomorrow. And if I die, what care have I? And with that statement said aloud to the horses, seemingly, Jasper gave up the reins with confidence. Part 2, Below the Black Bridge. Okay. From their elevated vantage, the girls could see the concealed entrance of the cavern, as well as a clear view of the bridge that spanned across the canyon. Black Bridge was the link between the Gentry lands and the Northern Mountains, the overpass that connected Orris and Reddington. To the seafaring travelers of the realm, the bridge was an unavoidable crossing. Jeffrey Heartslayer found there were no words. A dozen or so paces in front of the wreckage laid a far-flung driver, an arrow protruding from his broken body, and besides him, a blood-stained effigy carved from stone. Miller was inconsolable. They buried him in darkness in the back of one of the larger cavern rooms. He was interred in a berry basket and a silk handkerchief that he had treasured. The mysterious effigy they had found beside him served as a distinguished gravestone, a marker that stood out as a somewhat special among the rows of similar swords marking nearby plots. No one spoke, even in whispers, not to say. Interesting. Miller closed her eyes tight and used her feet to guide her along the passage. The whispers ahead were getting louder, and intense voices could be heard, louder speech than she'd ever heard from anyone in the canyon. Growing dread grew as Miller approached the mouth of the cave, her eyes now open despite the dust. Shouldn't it be day? An hour or so later, Captain Fodrick Lee effectively, it looks like visually on this, collapses the cave, causes a cave-in. Yeah. Captain Fodrick Lee, the Blackguard, looked down from the ridge of the canyon to the collapsed entrance of the cave. Aha, now they speak. Okay, so I think this statue actually needs to go somewhere. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. I do think where it needs to go is unfortunately far away from me right now. I'm going to say that the doors that we've been opening will eventually lead to the pedestal where I can place the cursed effigy back next to the grave of the unholy hounds. That is my guess. Also, just before we leave this, deadly is the stone. That was a quote from the story. However, it's also a quote from the thing that we saw in the antechamber outer room. Steady is the scepter, deadly is the stone, heavy is the crown, and ready is the throne. Is there a scepter in this game? If there is, I haven't encountered it yet. However, steady is the scepter, referring to an item that is a scepter that I just don't know about yet. Deadly is the stone, cursed effigy. Heavy is the crown, crown of the blueprints, or the paper crown even, possibly. And then ready is the throne. So here's my assumption, actually. We need 3 specific items alongside one another at the exact same time. I know what 2 of them are. Deadly is the stone, cursed effigy. Heavy is the crown, crown of the blueprints, or the paper crown. Literally, the thing that I just said. Steady is the scepter. I'm not familiar with any Scepter of Arinda Ares or anything like that I can get. Well, that's the next thing we find. Also, let's just see if I... Oh, it won't even give me the effigy as an option for merging with anything. Moon Pendant Emerald Bracelet? No? How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, that one's... That's the run! And I'm cursed, so I don't even have the benefit of the other thing that I gave the money for! No! It's okay. I'll be cursed for one day. I'll try and use that curse mode to get into the antechamber. We'll see what we can do about that. And this will also give me the ability to set my thing back to monk so that I can try and spawn room 46 outside. I'm still thinking to just try and see if there is any scepter that I feel like I would have access to. I don't. I don't know or believe anything about that just yet. Well. I used all of my steps and I gotta call it a day. Mount Holly's garden castle of unfathomable riches. 5 green rooms, a throne room, a vault, a treasure trove, and a trophy room. 1 new room? What? No, seriously, what? What do you consider the new room? I honestly don't know. I can't be counting mailroom now that mailroom's upgraded, because I got mailroom last run as well, and the run before that. Interesting. Well, for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Blueprints. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. There's a whole lot more stuff going on. Either it's about to give us a bunch of keys to tie a bunch of stuff up, or it's about to introduce new puzzles. Until then, though, my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game, Blueprints. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and see you next time.